Today is November 24, 2023. Our reflection is entitled Courageous Cleansing. First reading according to the first book of Maccabees. Judas and his brothers said, "Now that our enemies have been crushed, let us go up to purify the sanctuary and rededicate it." So the whole army assembled, and went up to Mount Zion. Early in the morning on the 25th day of the 9th month, that is, the month of Chislev, in the year 148, they arose and offered sacrifice according to the law on the new altar of burnt offerings that they had made. On the anniversary of the day on which the Gentiles had defiled it, on that very day it was reconsecrated with songs, harps, flutes, and cymbals. All the people prostrated themselves and adored and praised heaven, who had given them success. For 8 days they celebrated the dedication of the altar and joyfully offered burnt offerings and sacrifices of deliverance and praise. They ornamented the facade of the temple with gold crowns and shields. They repaired the gates and the priests' chambers and furnished them with doors. There was great joy among the people now that the disgrace of the Gentiles was removed. Then Judas and his brothers and the entire congregation of Israel decreed that the days of the dedication of the altar should be observed with joy and gladness on the anniversary every year for 8 days, from the 25th day of the month Chislev. Gospel according to Luke. Jesus entered the temple area and proceeded to drive out those who were selling things, saying to them, "It is written, 'My house shall be a house of prayer,' but you have made it a den of thieves." And every day he was teaching in the temple area. The chief priests, the scribes, and the leaders of the people, meanwhile, were seeking to put him to death, but they could find no way to accomplish their purpose because all the people were hanging on his words. In the readings today, we witness the theme of courageous cleansing, a physical and spiritual purging. The passage from Maccabees recounts the Israelites' effort to cleanse and rededicate the desecrated temple. Despite facing adversity, they exhibit courage and determination in reclaiming their sacred space, symbolizing the purification of their faith. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus enters the temple and, witnessing its misuse for economic gain, takes bold action to cleanse it. His overturning of tables reflects a righteous indignation against practices that hindered the sacred purpose of the temple. This cleansing serves as a reminder of the need for purity and sincerity in our worship and spiritual practices. As we reflect on these readings, we are prompted to consider our own lives. What areas of our hearts need cleansing and rededication? Are there practices or attitudes hindering our spiritual growth? The courageous actions of the Israelites and Jesus inspire us to confront and purify aspects of our lives that may be veering away from God's intended purpose. Today, I will engage in intentional self-reflection, identifying areas in my life that require cleansing and rededication. I will take concrete steps to remove obstacles that hinder my spiritual growth, fostering a more authentic and sincere relationship with God. If you found this video meaningful, I invite you to show your support by hitting the like, subscribe and share button, as this will help us reach more people with these reflections. Together, we can create a community that seeks wisdom and spiritual growth.